Hello there, brought to you by FSB. This is the first ever edition of the Remote Darts League. It's a pleasure to be with you, and hopefully you're going to enjoy being with us as we bring 10 great players together in competition over 10 consecutive days of darts. Players will each play each other across the first 9 days in league format, so that means it's 5 matches per night. Each of those matches best of 12 legs. So we could see a 6-6 draw, but it's going to be the first man to 7 that puts 2 points on the league table. And after we've played those 9 days in a row, the league phase completed, it's going to be all about the top 4 because they're going to move into the semi-finals and the final of the first edition of the Remote Darts League. And our first champion will be crowned on Monday, the 27th of April. But for now, it's all about tonight. I've mentioned 10 great players. Who are those players? Well, later on, we're going to be seeing Big Robbo, Gary Robson, taking on over the top Dean Winstanley. We're going to meet the Warrior, Wes Newton, as he takes on the Quiff, Jim Williams. Silverback Tony O'Shea is in action against Crocodile Dundee, Paul Hogan. And we finish the night with John Boy Walton taking on the Dazzler, Darryl Fitton. But for now, we begin with Ruthless James Richardson, and he's taking on Alan Chuck Norris. So let's meet our first 2 players now. We'll bring them into view. There we can see James. Where's Alan?
Hi.
There he is.
Somewhere.
Well, there they are, our first 2 players. We've got 45 league matches to play. You guys are the first 2. We've had all the practice runs. This is for real. Let's start with James Richardson, Ruthless. Now, how do you see this concept working, James? Have you been practicing much at home as it is?
Yeah, I've been doing a little bit on and off the board, not too much. Just keep my arm in, really. Really looking forward to it. It's brand new to me, brand new to a lot of players, and it's just great to get myself out there again. Hopefully, we've got lots of viewers, and this remote will kick off.
Yeah, both of you are recent players on the PDC Pro Tour. You're used to playing in front of big crowds. This is the complete opposite, Alan. You're playing at home. There's no one there. How's it going to feel? What is the big difference?
Well, the smell of food in the kitchen. It's quite distracting. Yeah, it's a little bit different. But, it's got me off the sofa watching TV. So, yeah, looking forward to playing some games of darts and having a good evening.
Excellent. When we look at your head-to-heads, looking at PDC ranking tournaments, you met each other 4 times in ranking events. It's 2-2. And your last meeting, I think, it's 2-2 in the ranking event. So don't argue with the stato. December 2017 was the last time you met. And it was on a little stage, Ali Pally.
Don't mention it.
Hey, Alan, remember the one before that one? At Milton Keynes?
Tell us.
No, very bad memory.
Oh, you really came me. But, well, mind you, it went down to the last 2 legs, I think, but I played with odd shoes.
That's very
true. That day, and I got to the quarterfinals. That's when you beat me, I think.
Yes.
So what are you playing in this evening then? Slippers? Or have you got the dart shoes on the pair of you?
I got my
slippers.
Well, close head-to-head record in the ranking events. We're looking forward to a great game. It's been a while since you've played each other competitively. As I say, December 2017 on the biggest stage of them all at Ali Pally. But now we're at the home of World Darts, in this case, our own homes. I'm at home, you're at home, and hopefully everybody watching at home is going to enjoy this one. So Alan, James, if we can get you now, throw in some practice darts. We are about to get our first match underway.
All good, thank you.
And I will just explain the format one more time. We're playing a league format. This is the first of 5 matches to be played this evening. It's Alan Norris and James Richardson up first. The first man to 7 will put 2 points on the league table. We're playing the best of 12, which means it's possible for us to have a 6-6 draw. There's no bull up. The draw has been randomly and fairly spread out in terms of scheduling and who throws first. And in first match, we are going to see James Richardson throwing the off first. So we'll get the last 3 practice darts in here for James, 3 more for Alan, and then we'll get things underway. So here we go, gents. The best of 12 legs. First leg, it's James Richardson to throw first. Game on.
$140.
135.
Great start from the two players.
100.
36.
43.
48.
So 9 darts thrown. James on 218.
60.
Down to a finish. Alan on 282.
Come on. 96.
James, you require 158.
82.
Alan on 186.
42.
James, you require 76.
56.
Alan, you require 140.
60.
James, you require 20.
In 2 darts.
Game shot and the first leg in 2 to James Richardson. Second leg, it's Alan to throw first.
Come on. 81.
60.
97.
Well, Alan's first visit was 81.
81.
So if we, yep, and you've just scored 97 there.
Yes.
Yep. So if we can score 127 off of Alan, please. 127 to bring it back into line. James, what was your opening score?
60.
60 for James, please. So we're going to start again. 97 for Alan.
Wrong side. Oh, no, sorry.
Yeah, it's doing 81.
81.
60.
97.
180.
Ah, there we go. Now give it a bigger pull, James.
$57.
57 scored.
$119.
Down to a finish, James. Alan on 266.
96.
James, you require 142.
60.
Alan, you require 170.
135.
James, you require 82.
62.
Alan, you require 35.
27.
27 scored. James, you require 20.
In 3 darts.
Game shot and the second leg to James Richardson. Third leg, it's James to throw first. Game on.
$60.
137.
58.
41.
140.
140.
59.
57.
Down to 126, James on 184.
60.
Alan, you require 126.
54.
James, you require 124.
99.
Yeah, hit the 25.99, scored Alan on 72.
In 3.
Game shot and the third leg to Alan Norris. Great treble 16 there. Ended up on the double six, 72 in 3 darts, and it means fourth leg, it's Alan to throw first.
Oh, 43.
140.
140.
123.
140.
100.
58.
James requires 138.
98.
These tops, Alan requires 120.
80.
James, you require 40.
In 2 darts.
A game shot and the fourth leg, 2 dart finish. On 40 there for James Richardson, leads 3-1 now. Fifth leg, it's James to throw first.
$180.
180.
40.
57.
100.
41.
100.
43.
40. Good timing.
$78.
Their cover shot on the treble 19.
180.
First maximum for Alan. Leaves 41. James on 102.
82.
Just under the wire there. Alan on 41.
In 2.
Game shot and the fifth leg in 2 darts there. The 41 checkout for Alan Norris means we're back on throw. 6th leg, it's Alan to throw first.
James having a party. 60.
100.
140.
60.
140.
140.
Alan, you require 161.
139.
Well, it leaves 22.
58.
Down to 143. Alan, you require 22.
Oh, yes. 14.
14 scored. James, you require 143.
121.
Alan, you require 8.
Four.
James, you require 22.
No score.
No score. Alan, you require 4.
No score.
Both having double trouble. It's James on 22.
Yeah.
In 3 darts.
Game shot 22 in 3 for James Richardson. And that means he leads by 4 legs to 2.
Happy Christmas.
7th leg, it's James to throw first.
$135.
140.
81.
81.
60.
60.
140.
100.
James, you require 85.
60.
What did the ball hit the 25? Alan on 120.
40.
James, you require 25.
21.
This is the double two. So, Alan, you require 80.
In 3.
Game shot and the 7th leg. Great 80 check out there on tops for Alan Norris. The 8th leg, it's Alan to throw first.
95.
95.
60.
140.
100.
55.
46.
171.
Yeah, great 3 trebles there to leave tops. Alan on 200.
45.
James, you require 40.
Complete darts.
Game shot in the 3rd dart there on tops for James Richardson, leads 5-3. Leg 9, it's James to throw first.
81.
140.
134.
All right, drop hitch. 60.
60.
119.
Yeah, 2 treble 19s there after the 5.
100.
180.
Leaves 2 with James on 126.
43.
43 scored there, 2 19s and the 5. Alan on 2.
In 1.
Game shot and the 9th leg, a 180 followed by the double 1, brings Alan back to 5-4. And the 10th leg, it's Alan to throw first.
60.
134.
134.
60.
82.
36.
65.
100.
Alan, you require 160.
155. Oh, beautiful darts. 34.
34 scored. James on 171.
$131.
These tops. Alan, you require 126.
Yes, for that. 76.
So the 19, the 3, the treble 18. 76 leaves 50 with James on 40, and it's one dart only to win the 10th leg for James Richardson. Goes 6-4 up, a point on the board. 2 legs possibly to be played. 11th leg, it's James to throw first.
$134.
58.
60.
121.
140.
26.
James, you require 167.
142.
Oh, it just missed the ball. The 142 scored.
Ton.
100. James, you require 25.
In 2 darts.
Game shot and the match. 2
Yeah,
dart
well,
finish for 25 to James Richardson, a winner by 7 legs to 4 over Alan Norris. Let's bring the 2 players in. A real topsy-turvy game. Alan, I'll come to you first. It's amazing that James got the 2-leg lead, and I think 3 or 4 times you broke throw to come within a leg, and then to hold your own so close to levelling each time.
Yeah, just too much background noise in my kitchen.
What's going on in your kitchen?
Yeah, so much background noise, yeah.
No,
Just, yeah, that's the way it goes. I've not played for about 6 weeks, so I'm quite happy with that performance, to be fair.
And I must say, Alan, over 9 days of play, you know that legs difference is going to come into it. 4 legs on the board. My particular favourite, the 182 in 4 darts there.
Yeah. No, he's a little bit rusty. There's a bit of finishing there. I gifted him a few legs, to be fair. But James will take that all day long, like most players would. So, yeah, good start. So, a few legs on the board. Let's see how it goes.
Well, thanks, Alan. James, we can tell you the first league game of 45, you are top of the league.
And that's where I'm going to stay.
That's where you are going to stay?
I'm going to stay.
He's going to stay.
I'm going to stay.
But I mean, as I said, though, a strange game, wasn't it? Alan, time after time, breaking your darts, but then you'd hold on and break his. It was a strange match.
Hey, I'll stay there, and Alan can stay second throughout the league. There.
Well, gents, you've got us off to a brilliant start. I must just mention that next week, Alan, you're going to be taking on John Boy.
Next week?
Tomorrow, rather.
Oh, thank you. Just don't want to get John too worried, though.
It depends what day. Look, it depends what some people do start next week on a Sunday. Remember that. So,
well, fair enough. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah. So you're playing John Boy tomorrow, and James, you're taking on Paul Hogan.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Yep. Bring it on, as they say. Well, gents, thanks for getting us off to a great start here. We're going to continue very shortly with Gary Robson versus Dean Winstanley. That's not next week or even tomorrow. That's coming up right away here on the Remote Darts League. Thank you, Alan. Thank you, James. We'll be back.
You're welcome. See you tomorrow,
Robbo and Dean.
Cheers, buddy. All the best.
Cheers, guys. Back soon. Welcome back to the Remote Darts League. It's brought to you by FSB. And we've already seen one match played. James Richardson, a 7-leg-to-4 winner over Alan Norris. Both players, indeed all players, return tomorrow to play again. Let's move on to tonight's match number 2. And it is going to see Big Robbo, Gary Robson, taking on over the top Dean Winstanley. Let's bring our 2 players in for a quick word before we begin. Yeah, great to see 2 familiar faces there. Gary, let's have the truth now. We've been on lockdown a few weeks. Have you been putting in the practice hours?
I have, yes. Yeah.
Working hard? And was that before you knew you were going to be taking part in this? You've been practicing every day anyway?
Yeah, obviously the missus plays as well, you know. So we always practice together. So even before the lockdown, it's a regular thing.
Perfect. And Dean, we certainly know that your missus plays, so you've got a built-in practice partner there at home.
I have, yes. I think I'm fortunate to have that. And yeah, sometimes it's like, just go downstairs, love, and you carry on. I'll just keep practicing. But, you know, I know where my place is.
Now, I'm looking forward to this game. I had a look at the head-to-heads earlier. I want to ask you 2 a question. Do you remember the 2010 German Open?
Yes.
You 2 played in the semi-final.
I was drunk.
Gary had a better average than me, and I won.
But do you both remember the game?
Yes.
Do.
The reason I ask is, unbelievably, it was 10 years ago today.
Honestly, wow.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
10 years ago today that Dean won the German Open. So that's given away that semi-final score.
Yeah.
But looking at head-to-head, we haven't seen too many clashes between you. So looking forward to seeing you 2 battle it out here this evening.
It's going to be fun, I think. I think we've just got a little bit older now.
Looking forward to it, Gary?
He's still a baby. He doesn't look it, but he is.
Yeah. Now, below the belt, Mr. Robson.
Well,
really
let's keep it clean. We'll get you on the practice board, guys.
Okay.
Get those practice starts flying. Of course, they are the match boards as well. Both players playing from home. It's all here brought to you by FSB at the Remote Darts League. We're playing 12 legs, hopefully, if it goes all the way. The best of 12. The first man to 7 will get 2 points scored. We could see a 6-6 draw. And the way the names have come out, it's going to be Gary Robson that gets the match underway. So if you want to have 3 more darts each, and then we can get things going. 3 more practice darts each, and we'll start things off.
Good luck, lad.
Good luck, man.
Here we go then. First leg, it's Gary Robson to throw first. Game on.
$41.
$138.
$60.
$94.
$97.
$85.
$99.
$85.
100.
Dean, you require 99.
$59.
Gary, you require 104.
$104 and 3.
Great game shot there, the treble 4, but the treble 20 and double 16 means 104 out in 3. And the first leg to Gary Robson. Second leg, it's Dean to throw first.
$78.
$42.
$180.
First one of the game.
$140.
$79.
That's, how many was that, Dean?
79.
79, yep.
60.
Lucky Gary and Dean on 164.
$58.
$137.
Dean, you require 106.
$98.
Gary on 122.
$54.
3 singles, 54. Dean, you require 8.
$6.
Gary, you require 68.
$52.
Dean, you require 2.
No score.
Gary requires 16.
$12.
Double trouble. Dean, you require 2.
No score.
Gary, you require 4.
$4 and 2 dots.
Game shot and the second leg. 2-dot finish there on 4 for Gary Robson. Leads 2-0. And the third leg, it's Gary to throw first.
$81.
$24.
$85.
Oh, come on. 28.
$97.
45.
$77.
58.
Gary, you require 161.
$58.
100.
Gary, you require 103.
$47.
94.
So down to a finish, but Gary requires 56.
$56 in 2.
Game shot and the third leg. 56, a 2-dart kill there for Robbo. Fourth leg, it's Dean to throw first.
$94.
140.
95.
63.
Couple of treble ones of the treble 19.
Ah, 45.
97.
123.
96.
Dean, you require 144.
96.
Gary requires 105.
89.
Well, the flight was masking a double, hit the 16, not the double. Dean on 48.
$32.
Gary, you require 60.
No score.
No score. So, Dean, you require 16.
Eight.
8 scored. Gary, you require 16.
Into 16 and 2.
16, it's game shot on the fourth leg to Gary Robson. Out in 2. Could have gone either way, that one, but it's a 4-0 lead to Gary as we go into leg 5, and it's Gary to throw first.
$140.
30.
41.
140.
125.
100.
77.
Picked off the treble 19.
57.
Gary, you require 118.
78.
134.
Great lead for tops, but it's Gary that requires 40.
40 and 2.
Game shot and the fifth leg. 2-dart finish there on 40 for Gary Robson. Sixth leg, it's Dean to throw first.
$93.
61.
Yeah, one on the floor.
85.
140.
140.
180.
180 for Robbo, down to 120.
60.
Dean on 123. Gary, you require 120.
40.
Dean, you require 123.
Ah, 31 left.
Okay, so 92 scored.
Cheers, pal,
Gary,
thank
you
you.
require 80.
$60.
60 for Gary. Yeah, last time the 19 for Dean, so 31 left.
Hey, in 3.
Game shot on the sixth leg to Dean Winstanley. 31 in 3 darts. A leg on the board. The seventh leg, it's Gary to throw first.
140.
60.
140.
140.
83.
140.
Yeah, great leg from both. Gary, you require 138.
95.
Dean requires 161.
Here's the one. $41.
Gary, you require 43.
Yeah, 43 and 3.
Game shot on the 7th leg to Gary Robson. 3-dart check out on the 43 there. 8th leg, it's Dean to throw first.
$100.
$60.
$81.
$55.
$100.
$140.
$140.
$140.
Another great leg, but Dean requires 80.
Ah, 60.
Yeah, the treble 20 was there, but not the double 10. Gary requires 106.
$90.
Unlucky in the 16 there, so Dean requires 20.
Game in 2.
Game shot. And the 8th leg, double 5 there with the second dart for Dean Winstanley. 9th leg, Gary to throw first.
$180.
Dean. 40.
$135.
$60.
$145.
A wonderful leg of darts, 41 after 9.
$85.
Gary requires 41.
$25.
Yeah, the 9, the 16, but not the double 8.
$81.
Gary, you require 16.
$8.
8 scored.
Dean. $125.
Down to a finish. Gary, though, requires 8.
8 and 2 dots.
That's game shot and the match. 2 darts there to close out the game for Gary Robson. 7-2 win there. Let's bring you both back into shot. Oh, Dean, what can we say? Scoring early on, good, but not the doubles, eh?
As daft as it sounds, I'm actually quite really impressed with myself. It's been a long road back to recovery, so I threw some good darts there. I got a little bit nervy on the doubles, and it's showing. I'm sweating. But I tell you what, I really enjoyed that, and fair play to Gaz. I just thought then he's going to miss this again. I'm going to get him back. I'm going to do him at 6-6. I'm happy. And he didn't. But fair play, cracking game. I really, really enjoyed that. It's the beginning of the season, so I'm happy.
But this is something that can really get you back into form because you're going to be playing every night now. It's really good help.
Yes, without a doubt. I find this a lot more harder than actually playing with noise behind you because I'm obviously being an athlete. It's really hard that I can hear myself breathing. But this is only going to make us better dart players. I do believe that.
Yeah, great stuff. And Gary, James Richardson was happy being top of the league with a 7-4 win. You've just posted a 7-2. So in the early stages, top of the league.
Yeah. Quite happy. If Dean had hit his doubles early on, I think he would have been 3-1 up instead of me being 3-1 up, to tell you the truth. Or he should have been. But he spent a lot of time setting this up and all that. And like you say, it's a long road to recovery for him as well. I think he'll get stronger as the week goes on. And I've been quite lucky to play him first round and catch him cold. You know?
Cheers, Gaz.
Well, let's look at tomorrow. Dean, you're going to be taking on Wes Newton, your old chum there.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that. I've got the graveyard shift, so I think I'm going to get out of bed about 11 and go for a jog, and then I'll be ready for about 10:30 tomorrow night.
Yes, Dean closes tomorrow night. Gary, you're going to be kicking it off with Jim Williams.
I am, yeah. Looking forward to it. We always have good games, me and Jim. You know, I like Jim. So, no, looking forward to it. Hopefully I'll get a little bit stronger as the week goes on.
Well, I've mentioned those two players. They're the two players that are coming up in our next match. Are you going to stick around and watch?
Yeah, I'll go downstairs with the missus and watch it on the television. You know, we've got it up on the television, so I'll watch it on the big screen and support the lads.
Brilliant. Well, Dean, Gary, thanks for getting things started with us here this evening. Look forward to seeing you both tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Cheers for the game, guys. Well played.
Unlucky, pal. See you tomorrow.
Cheers, Booker. Thank you. Cheers, everybody. Thank you.
And we continue here with the Remote Darts League match number 3. Coming up, we're going to see Wes Newton taking on Jim Williams. Welcome back to our first night here with the Remote Darts League. 5 matches for your enjoyment. We've already seen 2 of them. Victories for James Richardson over Alan Norris and for Gary Robson over Dean Winstanley. So match number 3 of 5 coming up, and we're going to see the Warrior Wes Newton there taking on the Quiff Jim Williams. It's easy to see which is which. Wes, you're just creeping into our screen there. If you just move a slight touch to your right so we can see both eyes. There he is. Great to see the Warrior back with us. Wes, are you looking forward to being part of this over the next 9 evenings at least?
Yeah, definitely. It's a brilliant thing we've got going here. It's give us something to play for, something to practice, and hopefully give a bit of entertainment to people at home watching as well.
It's amazing for you in particular. I mean, a former Premier League star, you've played in front of some of the biggest audiences on the planet while playing darts. This is the total opposite. As I jest, the home of world darts, your own home.
Yeah, one extreme to the other, but it's a bit different. But we're all in the same boat, so we've all got to get used to it. But it's good. It's a good thing we've got going. It's good to be playing. So it's just all positives, I think.
It is, and as we've seen from our first 2 matches already, very competitive. A man that's going to be competitive is the Quiff, Jim Williams. Now, I'm not a gambling man, Jim, but they tell me that you're the favourite for the tournament going into it.
It's just as well you're not a gambling man, I suppose. Yeah, well, it's been going okay lately, so we'll give it a crack, see what happens.
Now,
very modest.
Wes, I don't know if I should bring this up, Wes. I mean, you have been a bit of a lucky charm for Jim. On his way to a couple of titles in recent years, he's beaten you on the way back in Northern Ireland. But the big one for him, the BDO World Trophy last year, you were the guy that he beat in the opening round. So this could be a good or maybe a bad one if you get the win.
I mean, I snuck in first round. I think it should have been a Chinese qualifier, and he couldn't make it, so I snuck in anyway. So I was a bit lucky to be there in the first place. But yeah, I think I've been a bit of a good omen for Jim. But I'm still waiting for my half of the winnings, if you know what I mean.
So, Jim, confident thoughts going in against Wes? Do you remember playing a World Trophy or back in Northern Ireland?
Yes, both games. But the 2 before that, Wes beat me, so I think we're probably 2-2. To be fair, he's got all the experience, and he bless him.
Well, as a new, let's say on that note, let's send you both to throw some practice darts. Yeah. We're hoping for a close game here. We want to see all 12 legs, of course. We haven't seen that yet in either of our first 2 matches. It was James Richardson winning 7-4 and Gary Robson winning 7-2 over Alan Norris and Dean Winstanley, respectively. We're going to see Wes Newton here taking on Jim Williams over the best of 12 legs once again. So first man to 7 puts 2 points on that league table, but could we see a 6-6 draw? We'll find out. When we get things underway, it will be Wes Newton to throw first, but we'll let them have a few more practice darts as they've been speaking to me throughout. And if you've just joined us and want to know who's coming up next, Tony O'Shea takes on Paul Hogan in our 4th match, and we end the evening with John Walton against Darryl Fitton. But here we go. Wes Newton, the Warrior, takes on the Quiff, Jim Williams, and it's going to be Wes to throw first in this first leg. Game on.
Okay, okay, mate.
Good luck, buddy.
$60.
$100.
$60.
$96.
$100.
100 there.
$95.
60.
60.
41.
Jim, you require 150.
60.
100.
Jim, you require 90.
80.
Oh, hit the 10 there, going for the double. Wes requires 80.
40.
You require 10.
Game shot.
Yeah, opted for the 2-double-4 route, out in 2 on 10. So first leg goes to Jim Williams. Second leg, it's Jim to throw first.
$60.
100.
59.
57.
140.
100.
81.
84.
Sorry, 134 or 84?
84.
84 scored. Jim, you require 161.
25 left. 136.
136, close there. Wesmore 160.
60.
Jim, you require 25.
Game shot.
Game shot and the second leg in 2 darts there. The 25 checkout for Jim Williams. 2-0. Third leg, it's Wes to throw first.
81.
100.
100.
100.
98.
$140.
31.
31 scored. Jim, you require 161.
Ooh, 87.
87.
24.
24.
Yep,
Jim, you
24.
require 74.
Game shot.
Game shot, third dart there in tops for 74. 3-leg lead, and it's the fourth leg that Jim will be starting. Game on.
$140.
100.
140.
140.
60.
140.
Great leg from the two players. Jim, you require 161.
90.
90 with the ball there. Wes on 121.
96.
Unlucky, misses the ball. 96 scored. Jim, you require 71.
39.
Wes, you require 25.
Game 2.
Game shot and the flag to Wes Newton. Fifth leg, it's Wes to throw first.
$125.
134.
98.
140.
92.
1 60.
100.
So, Jim, you require 167.
85.
Wes, you require 86.
54.
Jim on 82.
Game shot.
2 darts. Just lost your picture there for a second, Jim. 2 dart finish on 82.
82, yeah.
We're just gonna have
so,
we're just gonna have a quick pause.
thank you.
Okay.
Oh.
Two, one, cue.
Yeah, great check out there from Jim Williams, 82 in 2 darts, taking a 4-1 lead. So for the 6th leg, it's Jim to throw first. Game on.
$99.
$180.
Beautifully called and beautifully hit. 180.
60.
$100.
60.
105.
140.
Where's you require 116.
78.
Jim, you require 142.
20 left. 122.
Is there 2 triple 18s there?
Yeah.
And a 20?
Yeah.
That's 128.
Oh, 128.
Where's you require 38?
Six.
Yeah, switch it up to leave the double 16. 6 scored. Jim, you require 14.
No score.
No score there. Blocked. Where's you require 32.
In one. Game shot.
Game shot and the 6th leg. The double 16 in the first start. Both having troubles there with blockers at the bottom of the board. Where's the 7th leg? You're throwing first. Game on.
134.
85.
140.
96.
55.
5.
57.
66.
60.
Wes, you require 106.
66.
Lucky.
140.
Down to 63, but Wes requires 40.
Game shot. Come on.
First starting tops. Game shot on the 7th leg to Wes Newton. 8th leg, it's Jim to throw first.
$60.
25.
25.
100.
97.
60.
95.
125.
75.
Lucky Jim on 156.
100.
80.
80 scored. On the floor again, Jim requires 56.
Game shot.
Is that in 2 darts?
Yeah.
The picture just broke there for me. But 56 in 2 takes the 8th leg for Jim Williams, now leading 5-3. In leg number 9, it's Wes to throw first.
100.
100.
95.
60.
59.
99.
59.
98.
Yeah, the treble 7 and the, what have you got there? The treble 7 and the treble 19?
60 and 2 19s. 98.
98 it is. Either way.
100.
100. So, Jim, you require 144.
Uh, 104.
It's 104. The treble 8 leaves tops. Wes, you require 88.
$72.
Oh, got the treble 16 with the last after the 4. 72 leaves 16. Jim requires 40.
Game shot.
Game shot on the second dart there into tops. Takes a 6-3 lead. Into the 10th leg now, and it's Jim to throw first. Game on.
$59.
100.
100.
91.
137.
100.
40.
Unlucky.
140.
A great 140 with that dart hanging in there from Jim. Cost him a finish, 165.
95.
95 scored. Where's you require 70?
In 2.
Game shot.
Game shot.
Great to save the match. 2-dart finish on 70. Takes the 10th leg. 11th leg, it's Wes to throw first.
$125.
135.
59.
90, 57, 78, 98.
$95.
180.
180 leaves 88.
$85.
Down to a finish, Wes, but Jim requires 88.
$74.
Leaves the double 7. Wes, you require 137.
$59.
Jim, you require 14.
Game shot. 2.
And there it is. Game shot and the match. With his second dart there, Jim Williams hits the double 7 and completes a 7-4 win. Let's bring both players back in. Wes, it's hard to pick a particular moment in that game for you. It was just when they were on, but a bit patchy, I feel.
It was a bit patchy. I was a bit slow starting, and Jim took advantage. I think it was 3-0 up, and then I sort of come back into the game, and I had a lot of bounce outs at one point. I think I had 3 in one leg, and but you're playing Jim, and Jim's a quality player, and he took a lot of good finishes out at the right time, and you should expect that from Jim, which he did. He played well, and he finished really well.
Yeah, Jim, are you happy with how you played?
Yeah, obviously, yeah, because you win, don't you? But it's weird. It's a weird setup. It's just different, obviously, to what we're used to. I mean, I've been a multiple world champion on this board here, but I felt under pressure today. It's weird.
Yeah, you've been a multiple world champion there, and then someone else has turned up tonight. That's the difference.
Yeah, but still unbeaten on here.
It's a good start. 7-4 win. You're one of our 3 winners so far this evening. Let's have a quick look ahead to tomorrow. Wes, you're going to close the night taking on Dean Winstanley.
Oh, easy game. That's one I look forward to. I look forward to beating Dean. Look forward to retiring him tomorrow night.
He's looking forward to it as well, I can tell you. And Jim, for you, it's the opposite. You're going to start things off tomorrow against Big Robbo.
Yeah, I wish I was playing Dean, to be honest. So, we'll give Robbo a go.
Well, we're looking forward to it. That's for the entertainment this evening, gents. A 7-4 win there for Jim Williams. Commiseration, Wes. Well done to Jim. We'll see you both back tomorrow here at the Remote Darts League. Coming up for your final match, it's John Boy Walton taking on the Dazzler, Darryl Fitton. Cheers, gents.
Thank you.
Yeah, brought to you by FSB. We're enjoying night number 1 of the Remote Darts League. We're looking forward to seeing John Boy Walton take on the dazzler Darryl Fitton to close this evening. But before that, I'm sure you're all going to go wild for these two because we have Silverback Tony O'Shea taking on Crocodile Dundee Paul Hogan. Two people that have known each other a long, long time. Gents, I want to ask you before we go any further, looking back at the head-to-heads, it's amazing that I can't see the two of you meeting upon the big stage before. Can you remember a big match that you two have played against each other in?
Tony in the England Open. I think I lost that one.
I was just about to say, I think once in all the years, and I think it was at Celsius or something like that. It was, yeah. I think it was pretty short.
One of the big
I think it's only one time in all these years, yeah.
Incredible, never in a major. But I did look at the records, and as far as your England career is concerned, you both actually made your debuts for England in the same team in 2001. So you have got a bit of harmony there on the big stage, but you were teammates as opposed to enemies upon the hockey.
As far as darts goes, I don't think enemies is the right word. We're all trying to do the same thing. We're all trying to win, but we spend a lot of time together over the years, and it's not enemies really. We're just trying to do the same job. We're just trying to win.
Well, I know I'm not supposed to have favourite players, but two of them are with us right now for our fourth game. Tony O'Shea's taking on Paul Hogan. You're both feeling good about this? Paul, playing darts at home rather than against an opponent in an open must feel very different.
It is different. I don't really practice at home a lot, but I've been practicing these last three days. So I'm looking forward to it.
Great. And you, Tony, worn out the board yet?
The treble, yeah, not the doubles. That's an age-old problem. But one thing I've noticed at playing at home, it's so quiet. I can actually hear my heart beating. So another kind of pressure.
Well, both of you, relax, get yourself settled now. We let you throw some practice darts. We'll go over the format. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Cheers, Rich. Thank you.
These two Old England teammates are going to go head-to-head here. We're playing these matches over 12 legs. We've already seen victories for James Richardson over Alan Norris 7-4, for Gary Robson over Dean Winstanley 7-2, and for Jim Williams just now over Wes Newton 7-4. As I keep mentioning, we do close out with a cracker, John Boy Walton and the dazzler Darryl Fitton. But here we have hopefully all 12 legs between Silverback Tony O'Shea and Crocodile Dundee Paul Hogan. And when the practice starts are over, it will be Tony O'Shea to get things underway. All set, Tony?
Can I not have them? No. Yes, I'm ready, Rich.
So this is it. The first leg, it's Tony to throw first. Game on.
$140.
$95.
$77.
$100.
$140.
$121.
Tony, you require 144.
$44.
$95.
Down to 90. Tony requires 100.
That's game in 3, mate.
Yeah, nearly gave it to you on the second dart there, Tony, but a 3-dart checkout on 100. Tony leads 1-0. Second leg, Paul to throw first.
140.
100.
100.
100.
45.
60.
140.
60.
Paul requires 76.
68.
81.
Paul, you require 8.
8 in 3 darts.
Well, found it with a third. So game shot on the second leg to Paul Hogan. Third leg, it's Tony to throw first.
140.
100.
60.
85.
60.
100.
60.
41.
So both just outside of finishing range. Tony on 181.
100.
Down to 81. Paul on 175.
99.
Down to 76. Tony, you require 81.
56.
Yeah, wanted the ball, hit the 25, 56 scored. Paul on 76.
6. Right. No score.
So what was that? The treble 5, then tried the 25, hit the ball, missed the 3. What a mix.
Yeah.
No score there. Tony on 25.
Gaming 2.
Game shot. Yeah, looked good to me. And that's 2 darts for 25, and Tony O'Shea leads 2-1, winning that third leg. Fourth leg, it's Paul to throw first.
100.
140.
60.
100.
140.
60.
60.
60.
Nothing between them. Paul requires 141.
45.
Tony, you require 141.
59.
Paul, you require 96.
80.
Oh, unlucky. Good treble 20, missed the double 8. Tony on 82.
42.
Unlucky, miss a treble 13 there, hit the treble 4, leaves tops. Paul on 60.
16, 3 darts.
Game shot, and the fourth leg to Paul Hogan. 3 darts there to polish off 16. Fifth leg, it's Tony to throw first.
60.
60.
140.
140.
60.
121.
140.
Leaves 101. Paul on 180.
100.
Tony, you require 101.
49.
You require 80.
40.
Only you require 52.
Sneaky last one. 52.
It's there.
Shot.
Yeah, good reveal there, Tony. Game shot and
Last
the
one.
fifth leg. Yeah, 3-2 lead there for Tony. So all with the darts. Paul to throw in leg number 6.
$140.
Great scoring again.
$100.
$140.
$60.
$55.
$100.
$134.
Great leave there to leave 32.
$140.
That leaves 101, but Paul, you require 32.
32, 1 dart.
Game shot and the 6th leg straight in there for Paul Hogan. So 3-3 halfway through. 7th leg, it's Tony to throw first.
$60.
$100.
$30.
$41.
$60.
$60.
$100.
$60.
$140.
Yeah, down to 111.
$100.
Tony, you require 111.
$51 scored.
51, is it? Yep.
Yes.
$100.
Yeah, leaves tops. Tony on 60.
That's game in 3.
Game shot for Tony O'Shea. Paul, before we start on the next leg, should we just have a look at your board there? It's an interesting angle for sure. So good check out there from Tony. Third dart in the double top to lead 4-3. And Paul certainly giving us some varied views. It is everybody with our home set up, and Fortunately, we could see the board throughout. It's just people were holding their laptops and phones and televisions and everything lopsided. We're now back upright. Are you all set?
Yeah, I think so.
Good. The 8th leg, it's Paul to throw first.
$45.
$60.
$100.
$85.
$100.
$100.
$60.
$100.
$140.
Tony, you require 156.
$60.
Paul, you require 56.
$56 in 3 darts.
There it is to make it 4-4. Game shot on the 8th leg to Paul Hogan. Leg number 9, it's Tony to throw first.
$100.
$95.
$100.
$125.
$100.
$140.
$100.
Paul, 141 required.
$105.
Tony requires 101.
Game shot in 3 darts.
That's a great check out there from Tony O'Shea. 101 with Paul Sal on 36. Takes the 9th leg, 5-4 lead. 10th leg, it's Paul to throw first.
$100.
Full house, 180.
Yeah, great start to the leg from Tony.
$100. Come on.
$95.
$60.
98.
Tony down to 128. Paul on 241.
135.
Great response from Paul. Leaves 106. Tony, you require 128.
88.
Yeah, leaves tops. Paul, you require 106.
106 in 3 darts.
Well, lovely stuff, you two. Mirrored those 2 legs. 101 with on 36 in the last leg. Tony on tops there. And Paul goes out on 106. Brilliant darts. 5-5. We're going to go all the way. 2 more legs to be played. Will it be a draw? Will it be a victory? 11th leg, Tony to throw first.
$140.
60.
85.
140.
'That's a maximum 180.
Brilliant to leave 96.
81.
Tony, you require 96.
80.
Yeah, avoids the double 9, leaves the double 8. 80's good.
135.
Tony, you require 16.
Game in 2. I think it was hidden, that one, but it's game in 2.
It's there, yeah. We can see it nice and clear there, Tony. Second dart in the double 8. The 11th leg there to Tony. So the 12th and final leg is going to be Paul to throw first.
140.
Brilliant start.
Uh, 41.
Yeah, the treble 7 there,
Treble
41.
100.
60.
60.
60.
60.
60.
Paul, you require 141.
105.
100.
Paul, you require 36.
36 in 2 darts.
And there it is, a 2-dart check out there to take the 12th leg. It's Tony O'Shea 6, Paul Hogan 6. Here's a 6-6 draw. Let's bring the 2 players back in. Well, I think And I'm not a betting man at all, but I would think if you were going to predict a draw tonight, this might be the game that people would have gone for. And just all the way through, all the legs with the throw. Paul, you had the task of hanging on every time. You're the one that's a leg behind, has to level. You did it 6 times in a row. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I know. No, it was a tough game, that was. I mean, playing at home is so different to playing in a pub or on the stage. It's just so different. It's weird.
Yeah, well, you gave us some entertainment. Never mind about a crowd. It was absolutely brilliant. Tony, I think the key moments there were those 2 legs in a row where one of you's on the double and the other one takes a 3-dart checkout.
I took the 101, Paul took 106, I think. And I think we were both playing quite well at that stage of the game. Quality game. I mean, you were saying there about it being an obvious draw. I think Paul was a hot favourite, to be honest. I'm really chuffed for getting a point there. And I think over the next 10 nights, that'll turn out to be a good point for me, to be honest. Because I think Paul's one of our system's best players at the moment. And I'm quite happy the way that turned out.
Yeah, well, kind words there from Tony. Paul, I'm sure you're delighted with the point, aren't you?
Well, I am, yeah. I mean, Tony's a legend of darts, isn't he? You know what I mean? But, I'm happy with the point. We'll see what happens tomorrow.
See, Tony O'Shea, a legend. Even when he's not in the same room as you, he's putting you under pressure. Absolutely brilliant. Well, gents, we look forward to seeing you both tomorrow. We're going to see Paul taking on James Richardson. We're going to see Tony taking on his old mate, Darryl Fitton. More about that tomorrow because we have one more match left to play. So we're going to say goodbye. We've kept them waiting long enough. Thanks, Tony. Thanks, Paul.
Thank you.
And we're going to be back with the game we've mentioned all night long, the one to finish it off, John Boy Walton and the Dazzler, Darryl Fitton. Well, here we are. It's night number 1 of the Remote Darts League and match number 5. These are the two guys, two familiar faces. They're going to finish things off in our first 5 matches here. We've got John Boy Walton and the Dazzler Darryl Fitton. Now, lots of history between you. Looking at the head-to-heads, Darryl does have the stronger of the head-to-head records on the big stage. But John, cast your mind back to that magic moment of yours when you hit that 9-dart finish at the World Masters. It was actually Darryl later on in the tournament that knocked you out. So a big memory
in the semi-final,
yeah, for both of you. Yeah,
and then they lost to Robert Thornton, unfortunately. But yeah,
thanks, John.
Yeah, well, you only had 11 minutes between that game when you played me, and then you were on for a final. So
it took me 7 minutes to get to the
bar. But Darryl, you, as I say, you two go back a long way, don't you?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we've had some really good games as well. So, and we've been good friends for a long, long time. So.
Yeah, well, we would love to have longer with you to reminisce, but we have kept you waiting long enough. So we really want to get this last match underway. So get some practice. Yeah, get some practice starters in there.
Okay, thank you.
Started shortly. It will be John that throws first when we get underway. So this, once again, a 12-leg encounter. We've just seen a 6-6 draw between Tony O'Shea and Paul Hogan. And if you've been with us all evening, you'll have seen victories for James Richardson, 7-4 over Alan Norris. Gary Robson, a 7-2 winner over Dean Winstanley. And Jim Williams, 7-4 over Wes Newton. As I say, brilliant 6-6 draw we've just seen. This one could be just as close. John Boy Walton, the former World Master and World Champion, taking on a 3-time Lakeside semi-finalist and former World Trophy Champion in Darryl Fitton. Looking forward to it?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
3 more darts each and we'll get underway.
Right.
Okay, John. It's the first leg, and it is John Boy to throw first.
All the best, Darryl.
All the best, John.
Game on.
$121.
$100.
$50. 96, sorry.
Yep, the treble 19 there, 96.
$120.
120 and the floor.
$140.
$57.
John, you require 144.
$56. 8. What's left, please?
So you've got treble 18 and the treble 4. 66 scored, leaves 78.
Cheers.
At the single, so 84 scored, leaves 60.
Good.
One, two, three.
1, 2, 3 down to 101. John, you require 60.
$20.
Lucky. Darryl, you require 101.
$85.
Unlucky. Got the treble 19, missed the double 16. John, you require 40.
20, always been my problem.
Darryl, you require 16.
Him on.
Game shot. First start there for the first leg. Darryl Fitton. Second leg, it's Darryl to throw first.
$140.
$140.
Great start to the leg from both.
$60.
$60.
$59.
$135.
$100.
Darryl down to 142. John on 166.
$61.
7 there. So Darryl on 142.
$90.
John, you require 105.
$45.
Yep, the treble 5 there, 18 and 12, 45 scored. Darryl on 52.
$36. Wrong one.
So the treble 5, the single 5, but the double 8 instead of the double 16. John on 60.
$50.
Lucky John. Darryl on 16.
$8 scored.
John, you require 10.
Into.
Well, didn't fancy the double 5, but 2 double 4 does it in 2 darts for John to win the second leg. Third leg, it's John to throw first.
$95.
$47.
$97.
$58.
$59.
$87.
95.
140.
John on 155.
95.
Darryl unable to finish on 169. Sets it up very nicely.
Yeah.
127.
127, yeah.
John on 60.
Into.
Game shot and the third leg. 2 dots there for the 60 finish of John Boy Walton. Fourth leg, it's going to be Darryl to throw first.
$98.
$55.
$180.
There it is. Maximum.
100.
$180.
Hello. Down to 43.
140.
An answer, but Darryl requires 43.
Three scored.
Remains on tops. John on 206.
Yeah. 40.
40. Darryl's on 40.
One dart.
Got 0 now. It's game shoddy 1 dart. To Darryl Fitton to make it 2-2. Fifth leg, it's John to throw first.
45.
$60. You close that one.
$100.
$84.
Okay, the 19, but the 7.
60.
$60.
$52.
$135.
$180.
180 down to 64. Darryl on 162.
What's that, John? Sorry. Richard, what's the score?
2 for Darryl. John's on 64 and Darryl's on 162.
$100.
Move 62. John on 64.
Into.
2 dart check out there to take the 5th leg for John Walton on 64. 6th leg is Darryl to throw first.
$66.
$59.
$45.
$121. $60. $100. $140. $77.
Yeah, treble 1 and the treble 18.
$180.
Leave 10, but John, you require 144.
Yeah. $13.
13. Darryl on 10.
Into.
We've seen lots of these 2 double falls tonight on 10. There's another one. 2 darts to check out. And it's 3-3. 7th leg, John to throw first.
$59.
$41.
$135.
$60.
Yeah, 45.
55.
45.
45 scored there.
$100.
Definitely 100 there.
Yep.
$55.
He told you.
$97.
129.
Unlucky with the treble three there.
$140.
Yeah, two good visits. So, John, you require 78.
In 3.
Yeah, great shot there with Darryl sat on 63. Game shot on the 7th leg to John Walton. 8th leg, Darryl to throw first.
$46.
$100.
$135.
Good darts. 26.
$96.
$125.
$120.
Still down to 104.
$50.
Yeah, two treble fives, 50 scores. Darryl on 104.
$47.
$55.
Darryl on 57.
$57 in 3.
Game shot and the 8th leg to Darryl Fitton. Well, Darryl's given us some sound effects, but it is 4-4. John, 9th leg, you're throwing first. Game.
$83.
$140.
$45.
45.
$42. 27 again.
$140.
$140.
$99.
137.
John, you require 134.
94.
Darryl, you require 42.
Into.
Game shot and the 9th leg to Darryl Fitton. It's a break of throw. So the 10th leg, it's Darryl to throw first.
$180.
And a great start to leg number 10.
$60.
$140.
$105.
$57. $60.
Darryl, you require 124.
$78.
$58.
58.
Yeah.
Darryl on 46.
I was walking. 30 scored.
Unlucky.
$55.
Still on the finish, Darryl on 16.
Use your red.
$16-2.
Yeah, game shot on the 10th leg there in 2 darts. Apologies off 16 to lead 6-4. 11th leg, John to throw first.
$60.
$140.
$85.
$135.
$45.
$59.
$133.
Yeah, great couple of treble 19s there, but Darryl on 167.
$93.
74. John on 178.
58.
To leave 120. Darryl, you require 74.
$74-3.
It is 74 for a 7-4 win, game shot, and the match to Darryl Fitton. Well, let's bring both of our players back in there. John, it was nip and tuck pretty much 2/3 of the match, and it just seemed that Darryl upped the scoring in the latter stages, and you lost the treble.
I lost the treble. My shoulder went. That's my problem with having no physiotherapy on it. So, yeah, Darryl played brilliant. You know, I thought if I just held my own legs, I'd be all right, but obviously it didn't work.
Yeah, it looked like it was going that way. Now, as far as the league phase is concerned, John, you mentioned your shoulder there. Hopefully, a bit of competitive play night after night will actually improve things for you rather than hinder you further.
It could go that way. It could go the other way. It depends. I should have had my physio before the lockdown started. So it's been a good 4 weeks since I last had it. So.
Well, blame the lockdown, or either that or Sally has to do some physio. Darryl. Darryl.
I'll rub my shoulder on
Darryl would help if he was allowed to come and see you, but he's not allowed.
I'd have made it worse, John.
I know you would, mate.
Well, you've not made him feel much better tonight. Darryl, early on, it was the opposite for you. You couldn't find the scores early on, and then the last few legs, you really seem to be scoring well.
Yeah, my dad seems to be dropping a little bit. To be quite honest with you, it's getting quite cold in the kitchen. I'm playing. It's been really warm all day, and it's gone a bit cold actually. So,
Darryl, it's your house. You have to adjust the heating.
Yeah, I know. I'll have to do that. Yeah, I'll have to. Yeah.
So both of you, let's have a quick look ahead to tomorrow's matches. John, you're going to be taking on Alan Norris. Now, Alan also lost this evening, 7 legs to 4, so all to play for there in that.
Yeah, I know. I watched that one. Yeah. It was there is a bit of history with me and Alan, so yeah, we'll try and get that back.
I look forward to talking about that tomorrow. And Darryl, you know who you face, don't you? Darryl, second game on. Tony O'Shea is the man you face tomorrow.
Looking forward to that one. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, Tony played a great game tonight against Paul.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, really good to watch.
That's texted me saying Tony's playing really well, so I'm really pleased for him. Against Hogan's great player. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, well, you won't be pleased if he does it tomorrow, but we're really looking forward to the games, guys. You're on the late shift tonight, but of course it varies every day as we go on. Thanks for the long wait. Thanks for the entertainment at this hour, and we look forward to seeing you both tomorrow. John Walton.
No problem. There were a nice comment about you on YouTube earlier on. It's the first time anybody's seen Little Richard looking down on a dartboard.
Have you seen the setup of it, mate? Thank you, John. I wish we'd muted you sooner.
Yeah.
No chance.
Thanks, Darryl.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, John.
Stay safe.
See you tomorrow, guys. Well done.
Thank you. Well, that's us signing off for day 1 of the Remote Darts League, brought to you by FSB. We've had a great evening, haven't we? We've seen victories for James Richardson, for Gary Robson, for Jim Williams, for Darryl Fitton there at the end. So work to do for Alan Norris, Dean Winstanley, Wes Newton and John Walton. But perhaps the pick of our evening's match is that excellent 6-6 draw between Crocodile Dundee, Paul Hogan and Silverback Tony O'Shea. All of those 10 players I've mentioned will be back in action tomorrow, Sunday, 19th of April. And that means if you're in the UK, that gets underway around 9:30. But hopefully you're watching us from all over the world, whether it's morning, noon or night. We've enjoyed your company. I hope you've enjoyed it too. Stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow at the Remote Darts League. Signing off. Hi-ho.